someone from the Premier League was in the audience, and then I got on the Premier League show.
How did you get involved, like, straight away? Like, obviously you've done YouTube for 2 years. Like, you working with Match of the Day, JD and everything. Like, how straight away have you just been, like, exposed to that kind of, that side of YouTube?
Half the time I don't know. Like, sometimes people are like, you're really good at presenting, and I'm like, I don't know how I've like fallen into this. But when I first started YouTube, I was actually presenting on radio. So there's a station in East London called Rinse FM, and it's kind of like the founding station of grime. Like, it's very well, it's not underground anymore, but it was, and it's just like a really like credible sort of station in London. So the owner of the station literally randomly found me on Instagram and was like, you're quite good at talking, like, you're quite funny, do you want to come and have a show? And I was just like, okay. I'd never considered doing presenting or anything, and I was still working full time at this point. So I was like, okay, cool. So I had my own talk show. It was kind of like a podcast setup similar to this.
When was this?
2018. So I started in April 2018. I quit my job a month or two later.
We'll talk about that in a
bit. So I was obviously doing like presenting, but it was radio presenting. And then when I started YouTube, I think it's the combination of doing radio and being able to talk quite well, and then having some video content. So when I think it was 4 months in, I got asked to do the FIFA E World Cup, and I was like, because it was on stage at the O2. I'd never presented on stage. It was live. And my manager was just like, look, you could say, no, I'm not experienced enough, or you could just do it. And I was like, okay, I'll just do it. So I did it, and it was only a minute. I was presenting like a competition, and it was literally like 1 minute, but it was on Sky Sports. It was viewed by I don't know how many people on stage at the O2. And I did it, and then someone from the Premier League was in the audience, and then I got on the Premier League show that I still do now from that.
Wow.
And then at the same time, that's sort of when JD got in touch and were like, we want you to do the podcast and stuff.
Isn't that mental, from just saying yes once, then this whole trickle-down effect? Like, imagine if you said no.
I know, exactly. That's why I always try and say yes.
Is that why you came on here, charity work? You're hoping that someone will see this.
She gets picked up by La Liga after this.
Yeah, so loves the podcast.
I think for me, because like what I find really interesting is like you actually do stuff which I am looking and interested in doing, which I think is like really interesting to see about how like, you do YouTube stuff and then presenting stuff as well.
Yeah.
So what you just said there was quite interesting, because I got offered to do like a presenting thing, only like a potential. It was like, do you want us to put you forward? And I was a bit like skeptical, because they were asking if I wanted to present esports for like FIFA and Fortnite. Bruv, I hate FIFA, and I really don't know about Fortnite apart from some chug splash stuff.
Chug splash.
But I don't know how I could honestly, seriously do like a presenting thing. So how can you approach that? Because I'm assuming you're not a big FIFA player, right? Or do you like FIFA?
I'm very bad at it, but I like the game. So
I like
it's
playing
more
with
like,
mates, but I don't like playing it.
Yeah, and I like football. So it's kind of like, okay, I could not do this just because of that reason, or I could learn. And my whole thing is like, I'm really hardworking and I'm quite good at learning stuff like in a short amount of time. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to learn and I'm going to do this and see how it goes.
What did you learn? Like, how did you learn?
So my before I started the Premier League stuff, I had to learn about FIFA Ultimate Team, because I didn't really know about that, and the whole like a large part of the show is about FIFA Ultimate Team. And then I had to, well, obviously I knew football, like I've grown up around it. My dad's really into it. Like,
who does he support?
Norwich.
Okay.
But he's from Darlington, so he's
from Darlington?
Yeah, that's where my dad's family are from.
Oh shit!
I know. So he's got like, he likes Middlesbrough and Darlington, but obviously Darlington got relegated loads, so I don't even know what league they're in.
No, Darlington aren't even in the league anymore. I don't even think they're.
They got relegated. Didn't they build a stadium and they couldn't afford it?
Yeah. So they're in like the Northern League, which is like hashtag United level, but in the north.
Oh, mudded.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
so they are non-league now.
Yeah, they're non-league.
Yeah. Fucked it. Sorry, as you were saying.
So I actually, when I was young, I played for Ipswich Town football training when I was like 8 years old, because that was like our nearest club, and I was the only girl. But what I used to do was just pinch the boys if they didn't give me the ball, because like no one would pass to me because I'm the only girl. And I was like, why are you passing to me? Yeah, I know, but I was like really young.
Were you a
and I used
player?
to like throw a strop.
Were you good?
No, I wasn't that
What position
good.
were you?
I can't remember.
Where would you play
mid,
now?
I reckon mid.
You're a midfielder?
I reckon.
Centre? On the wing?
I reckon left. No, yeah, I'm left-handed, so I don't know.
Left-handed?
Yeah.
Put it there, Driller. Put it there. Left-handed people are the best people.
Yeah, we are.
I would. I'll put you as a midfielder. Yeah, but I reckon you'd be one of those dirty midfielders.
Like a Gattuso.
Well, she said it like he's from a young age pinching people. Now it's just going to be leaving.
Or like a Scott Brown. Definitely be a Scott Brown.
Skinhead. Get a skinhead.
Was your dad like really? Because you did stuff with Todd Cantwell, right?
Yeah.
Was your dad really excited about that?
Yeah, he loved that. And I managed to get him like a signed shirt from Todd,
bless you.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
But so basically, my mum's like, she grew up around the Norwich area. So when he moved, they got married. Obviously, he moved down, and he was like, "Cool, I need to support a team. Who should I support?" Norwich is probably the best team in the area. So he's now just like a diehard Norwich fan.
Die Hard as well. So
They
you
got
adopted it.
season tickets. Go
Just came
every
and just
week.
loves the
obviously.
culture
Yeah,
of
that's
Norwich.
it. He does like Arsenal as well.
Ah,
likes
that's
Arsenal.
what I
So
was
he's a
saying.
two-timer.
What team?
Can't trust him.
What team
Slag.
do you support?
Man City.
Why?
I got Man
What
City
the hell?
vibes
Shaking
Why?
their head. at me.
I did get Man City vibes from you. I don't know why.
Because
Why?
I went to.
Fake?
Don't
Oh,
people call me a
nasty.
plastic.
No, I was
all
just
this
shocked.
stuff. I lived in Manchester for 4 years because I was
so
at uni
sorry.
there, and the area I lived in Manchester was Man City. So like on all the pubs, they would have notices that said, "If you support United, don't come in this pub." And it was also during the time, I think it's 2011 or 2012, wasn't it, when they won the Premier League in like extra time.
Oh, the Aguero.
Because I think United had lost. And I was just like, do you know what? This is my team.